Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's called Let's Get to the Marks. Now the aim of the channel is to get you through to your GCSE science exams. So that's biology, chemistry and physics. And I'm going to be covering all the content for all of those three subjects, including the combined science as well. So the first lesson in biology is about cell structure. So let's get on with lesson 1. Living things are all made of tiny biological units called cells. And we'll find those even in microorganisms. So let's get on with the first cell. Can you label animal cells and state the function of each structure? Well, I suggest it's a good idea to have a paper and a pencil with you. Pause the video, copy this down, and then see how you get on. Okay, first one is the nucleus. This contains DNA, or controls the activities of the cell. The second one is the cell membrane. This controls the exit and entry of substances in and out of the cell. The cytoplasm is where chemical reactions happen. So, thousands of chemical reactions and they occur there. The mitochondria is where aerobic respiration takes place. Now, don't say it's where energy is made because you won't get the marks. It's where energy is released. And finally, the ribosomes. What happens in the ribosomes? Well, that's where proteins made or synthesized. Some examples are enzymes, antibodies and hormones, all made on the ribosomes. Okay, let's move on. We've got the plant cells. Now, plant cells contain the same 5 organelles or cell structures as animal cells. They contain cytoplasm, cell membrane, nucleus, ribosomes and mitochondria. But plant cells have an extra 3, so you need to know the names and the function. So pause the video, write them down. Okay, we're going to find out how you got on with your plant cells. The chloroplast. This contains chlorophyll, a green chemical for absorbing sunlight and is used in photosynthesis. Then we have the cell wall, a rigid structure that gives plant cells a brick-like shape. It contains a chemical called cellulose and its job is to stop the cell bursting and breaking. It protects the cell. Okay, let's look at the final one in plant cells. It's called the vacuole, often mistaken for the nucleus by students when they label it. It's bigger than the nucleus. It's bigger than everything else in the plant cell. It contains cell sap, nutrients and other minerals. It's also involved in pressure regulation, but you don't need to know that. Let's get on. Animal and plant cells contain a nucleus. What do we call those type of cells? You got it. Eukaryotes or eukaryotic cells. You can see here the plant cell was heavily stained. Oh, what do we call cells that don't have a nucleus? Pause the video, have a go. Prokaryotes or prokaryotic cells. These are simple cells such as bacteria. Right, now bacteria also contain a cell membrane and cytoplasm, just like plant and animal cells. But they've got 3 things that you need to label. So pause the video and have a go. How did you get on? Let's find out. The cell wall is for protection and to stop it bursting, just like plant cells, but it doesn't contain cellulose. The circular DNA is a loop of DNA, or you can call it free-floating DNA, but they also have tiny circles of DNA called plasmids. Okay, so that's really a bacteria cell. You'll see some other structures there, a flagella for swimming and pili, little hairs sticking out the sides. You don't need to know about them at GCSE. Okay, so what you should do now is pause the video and try answering these 10 questions. Okay, how did you get on? Let's see. What you should do is watch this video as many times as you can and make sure that you can answer all the questions and do all the labeling. Once you can do that, you're ready to smash the exams when it comes to cell structure. You've been watching Let's Get to the Marks, so I want to thank you. Hit the like, subscribe and check out the other videos. Let's get to the marks.